Okay, we are going to talk about the rubrics that you have received back. The first thing that I want to say is every time you receive a rubric back, you don't need to just file it away. You need to actually go through and look at it and see what it says, because you are supposed to be making corrections based off of what your rubric says. Now, one of the most common issues I have seen is the fact that y'all have stuff hanging off of your slides. All right, it was addressed in this one right here at the very beginning, but we're still having some issues with it, so I'm going to go and use one and show you how to fix this stuff. Okay? Now, if you have a slide that has stuff hanging off of it, all right, and it says that you need to resize, then I want you to go to that slide and I want you to work through this with me. All right? George, what slide was it? Well, I can tell you this one right here, okay? So, what I want y'all to do real quick is look at the board, okay? Now, when you're looking at it from this viewpoint, it looks like you can see everything, okay? But when I put it in slideshow mode, which is the mode that I grade your stuff in, it's not all there, right? Do you see what I'm saying? All right. So, what you're going to have to do is, all right, you're going to have to play with the font a little bit, okay? You're going to have to reduce some stuff. You're going to have to drag some text box up, all right? The other thing you can do is, do y'all see when I hold my cursor over this line right here, how it has those arrows and those two lines? All right, you can actually drag this up a little bit and it will help sometimes. Okay, just hold on. All right, the other thing you can do is you can highlight this, okay? And you can, I'm looking for my font. You can take the font down a little bit, all right? Or, do y'all see this whole big box right here? All right, if you take it and you put your cursor right here, you can shrink the whole box and then you can move it up. All right, and now we might want to drag this side out a little bit, okay? Whatever we have to do to make it all fit. If you need to size this picture down just a little, all right, to give you more room for your text box, it can be done. You've just got to play with it a little bit. Like, you can't just settle for what you got. Now, look. Now that I made that one size bigger, do y'all see where my arrows are with the red circle? Yeah. I'm going to drag this just a little bit to the left. Okay, because I have some extra space there. When I do that, that gives me just a little bit more room here. All right? Now, do y'all see these red lines? These red squiggly lines up underneath here? What does that mean? Wrong. All right, that it's spelled wrong. Okay, hold your cursor over those and fix them. Now, I'm not exactly 100% sure what that should say, so George, I'm going to let you fix that, okay? All right, this one. You can pull some stuff up. Okay, this is still a text box, and you can tell because the thing is right here. Now, you're just going to have to work with it. until you get. Do y'all see how this column right here has a whole bunch of extra space like to the right? You don't really need all of that, so let's make that smaller. Put these words in, and then that gives you a little bit more room. All right. You have to just drag.
I'll start dragging stuff. I'm gonna be on slide 15 by the North Pole. You never know where I might end up.
Put on cellos.
What? The other thing you can do, this right here, the title and the directions, like, I don't want you to delete it, but it doesn't necessarily have to stay, or it doesn't have to be as big once you get it, like, all done. You can take it and drag this up a little bit. All right? Until you get everything on the slide. Now, it's not as hard to see as you would think it is. Okay? All right, so this right here, not everything is up there. What do we need to do? George has a whole lot of space right here, so I'm going to take that and drag. And I think that I probably fixed that with just one drag. All right. What was the other one? Was it figurative language? All right, figurative language. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you on this one, I'm going to size down the font on the figurative language, okay? I'm going to drag this box up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and take the font down on the whole thing. Now, once I do that, all right, here's another thing you can do. This font might be actually part of our problem, okay? So I'm going to change the entire font from that to this. Now, when I do that, that gives me more space there. All right, but look at there. I got it all on there. All right. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? There is a way to do it. But you've got to know how to use the program. And part of learning how to do this project is learning how to use the program. It is called digital literacy. Okay? Now, does anybody have any questions about what we just did? Now, your project is due on Wednesday. You have today to work on it in this class period. Tomorrow, you are taking your novel test. So you need to have it done before you leave here today, unless you're not going on the field trip and you're going to work on it Wednesday. Okay? There's no refunds on it. We've already had to pay for the ticket.
So if we don't finish this, we don't go on the field trip.
I did not say that. I said if you are.
Basically what you're saying right now.
I said if you did not sign up to go on the field trip, then you can work on your project on Wednesday. You will not be short a day. If you are going on the field trip, then you will not have Wednesday to work on your project. But tomorrow, you will be taking the novel test. And you will also turn your novel in tomorrow. Turn the book in. All right?
Let's really buckle down.